Good morning, everyone. It's Tim Wilmot here from Wizard Systems. Thanks for joining me today for GoldMine 101. Our first regular session of the 2018 season, a short GoldMine presentation focusing on different topics around GoldMine and CRM. And this morning I'm going to go through GoldMine Web, the easy way, the inclusive way within GoldMine of accessing your system via the web or via your smartphone. Now, this presentation will be about a quarter of an hour or so in duration, so it's just an overview of the GoldMine Web feature. If you want a more in-depth presentation, we can organize that for you and your colleagues at a time suited for you. So just contact us after the call if you want a deeper dive into the system. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got any questions, please type those in to the question box on your meeting control panel, and I'll do my best to answer those at the end of the session. Also, at the end of the call, or towards the end of the call, I'll be giving you an update on any GoldMine product news as well. This call is being recorded, so after the presentation, you will receive an email from our system with a link to the recording that you can play back at your leisure. And we'll most likely pop it up on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's get started. As I normally do, just a brief introduction into Wizard Systems. I know a lot of you on the call are familiar with us and have dealt with us for many years, but we have been doing GoldMine a long time. All we do is CRM. We do supply other alternate CRM solutions, but GoldMine is a key product, a key focus for us. And we provide all the services and assistance you might need around GoldMine, including any installation, implementation help, supplying upgrades and updates, integrating GoldMine to other applications. We do supply a wide range, well over a dozen popular add-ons to GoldMine. We provide any sort of training that you might ever want about GoldMine, whatever level. And the training can be at your place. You can come to us. We're based near Bristol, or we can do it online. And finally, we've got a friendly, responsive GoldMine help desk ready to answer your calls. Okay, so what is GoldMine Web? Now, I know a few people on the call may already have GoldMine Web installed, but I think a majority of you don't. So GoldMine Web is included with the latest version of GoldMine, but it does need to be installed. It is a way of you accessing GoldMine live via your browser or via your smartphone. There is no data, there is no application on your browser on your smartphone. This is a live link into your GoldMine system. And what we have with GoldMine Web is access to all of the key features of GoldMine, including, of course, all of your contact data, your contact information. And if you think about the tab bar in GoldMine, the contact tab bar, we've got all the main tabs displayed as well. So Fields tab, Notes tab, Pending, History, Links as well. We do have some limited support for linked documents, accessing your linked files when you're out and about. You can access your activity list and your calendar as well in a graphical view. View your opportunities, update your opportunities if you're using that to track your sales forecasts. And remember, there's the service center in GoldMine, so cases can also be accessed also. There is limited support for emailing. Basically, when you want to send an email, you are firing off, you're launching whatever email system your browser is supporting. So whenever you've clicked on an email address on a web page, and if you see what application loads there, that's going to be the same with GoldMine Web. It's just a web-based application, so it's going to perform in the same way. So we do have a little FAQ on emailing via GoldMine Web. Just contact any of us at Wizard Systems for more information on the options there. Okay, so let me take you through a basic overview of GoldMine Web, what it looks like, navigating your way around the system. So I've just logged in. I'm using Chrome this morning. I've just logged in. And what you come to first of all is the home page. This home page was introduced in 2017, the 2017 version. So it's just a summary of the key things going on in your GoldMine system. So for example, in the top left corner here, I've got my activities, up and coming important activities, with a handy little icon there showing me whether it's a sales activity, a meeting, or a phone call. Down in the bottom left corner, I can also have a quick view of my inbox in GoldMine as well. Quick overview of current emails waiting for my attention. Over on the right hand side, we've got a list of recent contacts I've been working on. So a nice little home page there just to set the scene, to give you some basic information of what's going on. Obviously, you can click on any of these. This is a web page, so you can click on any of these links here and dive to that contact or that activity. Right at the top of the screen, you do have a handy search facility. So wherever you are in the system, you can always search for a contact by their name or their company or part of the contact's name. But if I click on the Contacts tab here, next one along, this will show you, based on some kind of sort order, some kind of sequence. At the moment, I've got it sorted by contact name. But it's a bit like an Excel spreadsheet, just showing me row by row all of the contact companies in my GoldMine database. You can, of course, select a descending or ascending order there. Over on the right-hand side, I have this little refine button where I can now drill down and interrogate based on some kind of search criteria some more refined information. We also have access to your GoldMine filters and your GoldMine groups as well. Good support for those. So any filters or groups that you've created already in GoldMine will be visible to you there. Activities, of course, when you're accessing GoldMine remotely, you'll want to access your to-do list and your calendar. So here we've got support for that. Basically on the left-hand side, you have more of a list type format of your up and coming activities. And then on the right-hand side, you've got your graphical calendar. Obviously, you can navigate your way around the time frame that you've selected. Up in the top right corner here, I've got day, week at a view, or month. So an easy way of navigating around your calendar. You can, of course, see other people's activities, provided that you've got access to those activities. I should say that whatever security setup that you have defined for a user will be observed by GoldMine Web. So if a certain user can't see excuse me, certain types of activities or can't see a particular contact record, that will be observed by GoldMine Web. So no change there whatsoever. So an easy way of seeing all of your activities. Opportunities. So here we've got a couple of opportunities, and we can click on any of these that we may want to, and that will dive into that particular opportunity, and including remembering about the tab bar across the opportunity, all of the other related information about the opportunity as well, pending activities, history activities, tasks, and so on. If you're using cases, we can see all of those here, of whatever status they are. So you've got a handy little tab bar here allowing you to drill down and see cases of a certain status. But again, clicking on any of these are all hyperlinks. This will allow you to drill down and see that case in more detail. Let's just pop back to contacts for a second and just show you what information that we've got against a contact. So if I select Tim Wilmot here, that displays that contact in more detail. So as I said earlier, we're just displaying here live what is exactly in your GoldMine system right now, with the top part of the screen, if you like, the top half of what you might see in classic GoldMine. And then as I scroll down, let me just scroll down a little bit here. As we scroll down, we will begin to see all of those tabs on the tab bar that you've got in GoldMine, including, of course, the pending tab. And again, we can filter, we can drill down and filter on particular types of activities or users if we want to. Let me just scroll down a little bit more. And bottom left-hand corner here, we've got history. Again, you can drill down, filter on a particular type of activity and or a particular user. Let me just pop back up again. Over on the right-hand side, we've got support for details, detail records in GoldMine, additional contacts, as well as the primary contact, of course. Opportunities, what opportunities are on the go just for this contact record? Let me just scroll down a little bit. Cases, links as well. I should say, with links, you've got to be a bit careful with how the document is recorded in GoldMine. For example, some of these here, where there's a document referred to on a drive C, that may not launch correctly when I'm out and about via the web. So there's a specific way, and again, we can describe this all this to you. It's quite straightforward, quite simple, a particular way of referencing your documents so that they can easily be accessed when you're remote or accessing it from a smartphone. So there we are. That's GoldMine Web. It's just to repeat, this is part of GoldMine, but it does need to be installed, and you will need to be on a later, or ideally the latest release of GoldMine. So let me just pop back and round up some extra information for you. Now, as part of this presentation, we are offering for any attendee listening to this presentation a half-price installation of GoldMine Web. So it does. We highly recommend that this does need to be installed by Wizard Systems. We've installed many GoldMine Webs over the last year or so since its initial release. We are offering a half-price installation of GoldMine Web. The normal price is £300. We're offering it at £150. So please contact us for any more information on that. If you're not on the latest version of GoldMine, remember the only way of getting the latest version of GoldMine is to subscribe to the annual GoldMine maintenance contract, which we offer. This is the only way of getting GoldMine upgrades, and it is strongly recommended that you get current with the latest version of GoldMine so that you can capitalize on some of the latest features of GoldMine. For example, with 2018.1, which is the latest version, let me just pop back to my demo system. With the latest version of GoldMine, there is a slightly updated user interface. I've just selected here the dark theme, as they call it. There is a light theme as well. So you can actually play around with some of the user interface settings if you want to. There's also been some enhancements to the Outlook GoldMine link as well. Support for templates, for example, so you might set up email templates in GoldMine to help you save time. They will be visible to you when you're using the Outlook link to send emails to a GoldMine contact via Outlook. So there are some promotions on the pricing there. If you have, if your contract has lapsed for any reason, contact us for details on any latest upgrade pricing for your annual GoldMine maintenance. So, as I normally do on our sessions, I open up the call to any questions that you've got relating to what we've been covering this morning with GoldMine Web. Or if you've got any other general questions about GoldMine, please don't hesitate to ask me. Just pop those into your question section on your meeting control panel. Question from Eric: will it work on an iPhone? Yes, it will, Eric. It'll work on any phone. GoldMine have called it, the term they've called it is mobile responsive. So any phone, it will just adjust to the screen size. It does render itself quite well. whenever I've been using it, when I've been remote from the office. It's going to work really well on an iPhone, Eric. Question from Cara. Will GoldMine be down or offline if it is installed? If there would be minimal disruption to your GoldMine system, you may need to stop using GoldMine if we do need to upgrade your GoldMine there, Cara. But essentially, this is a component that's tacked on the side of GoldMine, so it won't interfere with your daily use of GoldMine. When we install it, you'll be up and running very, very quickly. It takes about an hour or two's work for us to do this for you. Next question from Steve. GDPR next time. Is that a suggestion as a seminar topic, Steve? I guess it is. Oh yeah, okay. Yes, we are planning some GDPR basic overview sessions. We do also run a one-day GDPR workshop, which will, with a small group, it will take you through all of the things you may need to prepare for as regards GDPR. This, just for anyone that doesn't know, I think most people are aware of GDPR coming up in late May. So this is the latest data legislation that is coming into force late May, and we all must be vigilant of it. And wherever we've got stored client, customer, personal data, really relates to personal data, then we've got to make sure we're doing the right thing with that data. So our GoldMine, our one-day GoldMine GDPR workshop will take you through all the ins and outs of what you need to do in your GoldMine system to get you ready for May. Please contact us for details on our agenda there. Next question from Jerry. I noticed in activities the short date is in American format. Can that be changed? And could someone send me the FAQ on emailing to make sure the emails get into the system, please? I'll check that for you, Jerry, and someone will get back to you. Next question from Nathan. On the contact view, can you see the data held on the fields tab? Yes, you can, Nathan, provided that you as a user have security clearance to do that. Yes, you will be able to see all of the custom fields that you normally see in classic GoldMine. So they'll all be displayed. Okay, don't think there's any more questions coming through there. So just to give you an update of what's happening on the GoldMine scene, we are regularly running through the year GoldMine training courses. We've got some advanced courses coming up in the next couple of weeks. Please contact us for details on that. I mentioned the one-day GDPR workshop. The next one we have is the 15th of Feb. We do have a few places for that. Please contact us for more information on the agenda. It's been well received by the workshops that we ran late last year. So we are running a few more this year. This is something that you've got to do. You've got to get your system ready for GDPR compliance, and we are assisting here. We're not GDPR legal experts, but we've done a hell of a lot of research into GDPR over the last 6 months or so, and we've got some solid, concrete, very useful advice and guidance that we can give you on the preparation of your GoldMine system for GDPR compliance in May. On the GoldMine update front, so the latest version of GoldMine is 2018.1, and GoldMine do release normally on a monthly or bi-monthly, every couple of months or so. They do introduce what's called a hot fix with some minor updates to it. So the latest hot fix was released a couple of days ago. You'll see more information on that up on our GoldMine blog. There we are. I do suggest that you visit our GoldMine blog and subscribe to that, and then you'll get regular email updates with any new topics added to it. We've got hundreds of hints and tips on this GoldMine blog. It is the biggest GoldMine blog in the world. Loads of useful information, free information on GoldMine, and certainly as regards GoldMine updates there. And any interesting GoldMine add-ons that we recommend or that we come across, we will mention them and promote them there. So please subscribe to the GoldMine blog there. Get a lot of useful information, and it will be a primary way of us communicating to the community out there on any GoldMine news. So please, as Steve did, please, if you've got any suggestions for future GoldMine topics that would be of interest, of general interest, no sort of niche topics, general interest to the GoldMine community, please let me know. Always open to any suggestions. I do hope to run another session in a week or two, so stay tuned for our invites that we're sending out on that. But please email suggestions to me at my email address, tim@wizard-systems.com. Okay, so that's it. We're done. Just a brief overview of GoldMine Web. As I say, if you do want a more detailed presentation, or you want some confirmed pricing on getting it set up for yourself, or if you want some update on GoldMine maintenance prices to get current, to get up to the latest version of GoldMine 2018, please let me know. So my name again is Tim Wilmot, company is Wizard Systems, email address tim@wizard-systems.com. Thanks very much for your time, and we look forward to speaking to you on our next call. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.